talk to what's going on. It's Mike Lepre, November 24th, 2020. We are just a few days away from Thanksgiving, and then right after Thanksgiving, we are all set for Black Friday. Right now, I'm here at the mall, hanging out with these people that don't move, sitting a little higher up above them. I wanted to give you a little feel, a little taste of how it used to be at the mall when everybody be smashing to the Lincoln Mall and you couldn't move. You couldn't get to the Dream Theater to play any video games. But anyways, it's Mike Lepre here with Legit Fantasy Sports. Check out the site, legitfantasysports.com. Check us out on YouTube, our YouTube channel. You can check us out on Instagram. You can check us out on Twitter. You can come over to our house and check us out. Well, maybe not me. Maybe Genius Kev. So, I'm going to do a recap really quick of what happened in football this past weekend. I'm going to touch on the NBA draft. I'm going to tell you about things that we've got coming up with Legit Fantasy Sports. We're actually growing. I know I keep saying that, but once again, we are growing. We will be adding an NBA show. You might be looking at one of the hosts of the NBA show. This guy right here. So let's go over some NFL games and how they played out this past weekend. First game we had was the last game last night. Was the Rams beat the Bucks 27-24. What do I have to say about that game? Well, what I have to say is because I do live in New England, and because, I don't know, it seems like maybe 2 out of every 10 Patriot fans are really Patriot fans. There goes another pen. They're rooting for the Bucks. So you live in the New England area, and everyone's rooting for the goddamn Buccaneers. Like the Patriots are on, they're not really interested. They're gonna watch the Bucks, and you want to know why, Patriot fans? Do you want to know why, Patriot fans, you're watching the Bucks right now, and not the Patriots? It has nothing to do with Tom Brady. It has nothing to do with Gronk. Well, it has a little to do with them. But the big picture is, you just want to root for a team that's winning. There, I said it. You just want to be part of a team that's winning. The bandwagon is so overfilled with Patriot fans, with Grogan jerseys and Eason jerseys, and Tippett, just hanging out, mostly the Tupu jerseys, just going, please, let me on. We won 6 championships with Tom. Tom's still alive. He's still playing. We don't want to root for a team that stinks. And then that makes like the Bills fans, Jets fans, Dolphin fans, Redskins fans, Giants fans, Eagles fans, Cowboy fans, all the AFC, NFC East teams just kind of look at the Pats and go, "Oh, you don't like losing? No? You don't like sitting through a losing season? No? You don't want to see your team maybe win 5 games in a year? No? Because I thought you did. I think we all thought you did. I mean, the Jets haven't won a single game. The Giants in 4 years, like I said, I could file a class action lawsuit for the damage they've done to Giants fan psyche. But now Patriot fans, oh my God, no. No. You can't root for a team that's not good. So you're going to root for Tommy. Tommy over there in Tampa Bay. Patriot fans, what's coming up next for the next 5 to 6 years, you deserve. Not because you won all those championships. Every team has their ups, their downs. Every dynasty doesn't live forever, and it comes back to earth. But you, more than any other fans there are, maybe except the Cowboys, pretty much maybe more than any other fan there is, the minute they started winning, the girls bought the pink jerseys, the pink hats. They played their country music in the parking lot pregame, which I swear to God, that's not country music. I know you think that's country music. It's not. It's not. It's Willie Nelson's country music. Billy Joe Shaver's is country music. Johnny Cash was country music. These guys are like pop rock country. It's ridiculous. It's like The cowboy hat looks like they just bought it. They're wearing the sleeveless shirts, they're playing the guitar, and there's always like a Budweiser, and it's always an upbeat song, and it's basically pop rock. So, I don't even call it country. Let me get back to football. I just get aggravated with that whole thing. So now the party's over, Pats fans. Party's over, says the girl. That's a quote from Weird Science. So, you guys lost, the Bucks. And I don't think you're that good. I don't think Tommy's that good. I don't think you're that good. How about that? And the Patriot fans, now you get to watch two teams not be very good. All right, other games. Cincy versus Washington. Now, if you watched our Sunday show, who told you to take Washington outright? Was it anybody behind me? No. This guy right here. I didn't expect Joe Burrows to tear his MCL, ACL, have his knee, the structure damage. Pretty much they almost took his leg off. Like, I didn't expect that, but I told you that the defensive line of the Redskins is not something to play around with, and that the Redskins would beat them in an ugly game. Guess what happened? Hold on. Gotta make sure I pat myself on the back because no one else will. Moving on to Atlanta versus New Orleans. All right, didn't see that one coming. 24-9 New Orleans won. Didn't see that one coming. But, however, I go back to what I said at the beginning of the season. Matt Ryan is one of the most boring quarterbacks that has ever played the game of football. I mean, boring. His face is boring. His face is like if you go to play a video game and you start off, they give you that generic head. That's Matt Ryan. So, whatever, wrong on that game. Pittsburgh versus Jacksonville. I thought Jacksonville would keep it closer. I mean, I know they're horrendous. I know Jacksonville is garbage. But 27-3? You know, I don't mind because I had Deontay Johnson in my fantasy football league and, 111 yards, something like that. Hey, New England at Houston. What happened? New England, how did you lose to Houston? For real, how did you lose to Houston? How did you lose to Houston? By 7. But you did. But it's okay. Because you were like, we lost to Houston, but Tommy's on tomorrow night. That's pretty much how it went. Philadelphia at Cleveland. I said this was a lock. I was like, why is this such a lock? Why is Cleveland at 2.5, minus 2.5 such a lock? Like, why is this even a spread? Because, look, they won by 5, but that's not the point I was trying to make. And I speak as a Giants fan. The point I was trying to make wasn't that just Cleveland was going to win by 2.5. It's that Philadelphia absolutely sucks. Philly sucks, and I love it. Carson Wentz looks like he's just forgot how to play the game. I get like a warm feeling in my belly because I love the fact that Philly sucks. Now going on to Detroit, Carolina. Carolina won 20-0. Swift got hurt. Teddy Bridgewater was boring. And quite honestly, this is the type of game where you go to the game, you park in the parking lot, you leave your 2 tickets on the dashboard, you go get a drink, you come back, and oh my God, somebody smashed your window. And what do? They left you 2 more tickets. Now on to Tennessee, Baltimore. Again, who was the guy that said take Tennessee outright on this one? This guy right here on the Sunday show. Yes, I did. And Tennessee did win 30-24. Trying to tackle Henry is like trying to jump in front of a goddamn Rip the Bus. You know what I mean? And on the subject of Rip the Buses, they just pull out. A Rip the Bus just pulls out. Like, no warning, no nothing. They pull out, and you got to deal with it. It's kind of like Derrick Henry, I'm sorry. He's just going to run right through you. Moving on now to the Jets stunk. The Jets versus the Chargers. The Chargers won by 6. Is anybody surprised? Does anybody want to raise their hand and say they were surprised that the Jets lost by 6? I'll wait. Nobody? Perfect. The Jets suck so bad, they make Philly look like a decent team. Miami at Denver. What happened here? What happened? Denver won by 7. They won by 7. Now, here's a tale of two quarterbacks, right? Tua for Miami plays like it's going to be the last play of his career. He plays with his heart on his sleeve. The man you could tell he's going to do everything he can to help make the team win. And then there's Drew Lock. Drew Lock looks like he wishes he was anywhere else but the football field. For real, watch Drew Lock, especially after a play. He doesn't care. If they did an interview with Drew Lock and he said, you know what, I'll be honest, I don't care. And they said, well, what do you mean? What don't you care about? And he was just like, just football in general, I don't care. I got paid. That's how I feel about Drew Lock. Excuse me. But Denver still won. Now, Dallas goes to Minnesota. Who said that Dallas would win outright on this one? Once again, this friggin' guy. The guy you should be listening to. The King, the Mike, the L. Dallas won 31-28 with a healthy Red Rocket and Zeke. The Cowboys will beat teams like this. Not the Giants. They'll beat the Eagles and the Redskins. Just not the Giants moving forward. Green Bay to Indy. Two great teams, right? Two great teams that taste great together. Green Bay lost 31-34. Or you can say Indy won 34-31. Here's how I look at it. I really like Indy. Indy's building to be that surprise team that they could go farther than anybody thinks. They could go Super Bowl. I'm not even joking. They got the defense. They got the running backs. They got the receivers. They're going to figure this out. On the other side, Green Bay, again, Aaron Rodgers. When he gets frustrated or when receivers don't seem to be open, he caught the Favre disease. I wonder if there's something in Green Bay that maybe if you're there too long, like you get the Favre disease. And the Favre disease is like, it's 3rd down and 9. I got to make a play happen. Nobody's open. Oh, well, wham. Interception. He threw one interception and look, he hit the guy from the Colts in perfect stride. I was watching him with Mike Jr. and I'm like, technically that was a great pass. Wrong guy, wrong team. But my God, he hit him perfectly in stride. KC versus the Las Vegas Raiders. KC won by 4. They should have won by more. I just rhymed and kept it in time. Man, that sucks. KC, they're the team to beat, right? I mean, right? The team to beat, period. Is that going too far to say that? No, they're the team to beat. Finally, Arizona against Seattle. The battle of the two tiny little quarterbacks. And Russell Wilson pulled this one out by 7. By 7. I got to see Kyler Murray in person last year when I took Junior to go see Kyler Murray and the Cardinals beat the Giants at MetLife Stadium. And Kyler Murray, to me, looks like a little person. I want to know the truth. Is he a little person? Because his head is bigger than the body, and he's got the hands, the hands and the head, and then he's good. He's a gamer, but is he a little person? I vote yes. So that was our football week, guys. What you need to know is this. We're connecting more and more and more. We will be transitioning into a weekly or bi-weekly basketball show, NBA. We will be also doing NHL, MLB, boxing, MMA, and wrestling. And you think, wow, Mike, that sounds like a lot. Can you handle all of that, Mike? Well, yes. Yes, I can. Well, do you know enough about those sports, Mike? Yes. Yes, I do. Are you going to have people on to help you, Mike? Maybe. Quite honestly, maybe. Certain spots, I'm going to want some of the guys from the legit crew to help me out. But in other spots, I'm fine. I can do this by myself with all these people behind me. I mean, look at these people that are standing there listening to me. They're not even moving. I'm so good, they won't move. Let's break down the NBA draft, just the top 25 picks. I want to go over something really quick. All right, I wanted to go over something really quick with you. It's just the top 25 players picked. Here's my biggest issue. 1, someone's got to get a new haircut. Someone's got to come up with a new style, something different. Everyone looks the same. They're all the same height, same build, same haircut. It's confusing as all hell. So, I don't know. Can you put out a mandate that everybody's got to get a different haircut for Christ's sakes? Now, let's go over the top 25 picks. Here's what sticks out in the top 25 picks. Top 25 picks. First of all, what stands out is all the teams that are ass are in the top 25 picks. Again, as always. But also, what happened to names like Mike, Tony, Stevie, Rick, Jimmy, David, Kevin? Where did these names go? What happened to these names? How did we get an NBA draft with names that have more consonants than they do vowels? How is that possible? Where have all the vowels gone? If I could get a t-shirt made, it would say NBA 2021. And on the back, it would say, where have all the vowels gone? First pick was Anthony Edwards to the T-Wolves. Now, I think great pick. I do. I think great pick. But in listening to Anthony Edwards talk, yet another guy that I think, does he really want to play basketball? Like, is this really like a job to him? Is he going to treat it like a job? I hope to God he does, because he's that talented. But jury's out on that one, my friends. Next, second, James Wiseman went to the Memphis Grizzlies. That was a good pick. That one I kind of knew was going to come. Wiseman was a perfect fit there. It made sense all along. So that one didn't shock me at all. And quite honestly, if you want to be more impressed, the first two names were Anthony and James. I like it. The third pick, the Charlotte Hornets took LaMelo Ball. So you read the write-up on LaMelo Ball, and they start comparing him to his brothers, and they bring up his dad, and then they say stuff like, he's an incredible passer. He's a much better shooter than his brothers. It's just that he might shoot too much. And then you put him on the Hornets. Let me explain something. The Hornets the T-Wolves, teams like that, that's where you send rookies to get worse. Like, if you want a rookie, you get a good rookie and you want to make him worse for like 2 or 3 years and then have him sign with another team eventually and he just never lives up to his potential. Why? Because you get drafted by the T-Wolves or Charlotte or somebody like that. So, LaMelo Ball to Charlotte. What do I think of LaMelo Ball's chances this year? I think his chances of succeeding are as good as the chance that the basketball shoes made after the Ball family could last. Basically, I think all 3 of those kids are in the head. I think their dad's in the head. I think them in the head. And I don't think those kids are built for 82 games in an NBA environment. Yeah, they all played for the greatest high school team maybe of all time when they were all together, and their AAU team was the greatest, but it's the NBA, and they're going to beat the snot out of LaMelo Ball. They're going to bump him, push him, whack him, and he ain't ready for that. It's just what's going to go down. It's what's going to go down. I want you to know this ahead of time, that they're not built for that. And speaking of AAU basketball is a big thing now. I've coached AAU basketball. I remember 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when it was really like, in the state of Rhode Island, there's like maybe 1, 2, 3 teams. There's like 2 teams really good. 2 AAU teams that everybody wanted to play for. Then, oh my God, they added a 3rd. And then there's 400 AAU teams in Rhode Island alone. There's kids playing AAU that can't start for a rec league. I'm not lying. This is how AAU basketball has become. So when people start to tell me how great the AAU team they were on was, I go, look, see the people behind me? They stopped. Why? They know how much AAU basketball means. Nothing. Okay, with the 4th pick, the Chicago Bulls took Patrick Williams. Now, here's the one puzzling thing about Patrick Williams. That maybe you're not into basketball. Maybe basketball's not your thing. However, if you have any intelligence inside your head, if you're at all smart, if your IQ is above 80, you would understand that they selected a guy who never started a single game in college. With the 4th overall pick, Patrick Williams was drafted by the Chicago Bulls. He's going to be good. He's got talent. Dude's never started a game in college. What type of resume does he have? Like, how is he 4th with that resume? But okay, maybe they know more than I do. Nope. Number 5. Here we go. Here's where it gets fun. The Cavs picked Isaac Okoro. Yeah. Good luck with him. Good luck with jersey sales. Next. Here we go. Gets even better. At 6, the Atlanta Hawks selected Onyeka Okongwu. I'll try that again because I'm not trying to say it wrong on purpose. This is what I'm dealing with. Onyeka Okongwu. The first name spelled Onyeka. Onyeka? And then the last name is Okongwu. Okongwu. So Onyeka Okongwu went to the Atlanta Hawks. Onyeka Okongwu. Wu-Tang. At number 7, we had Killian Hayes going to the Detroit Pistons. I like the fit. I like the name. I like how it fits Detroit. I think Detroit did very well there, in my humblest opinions. At number 8, Let's see. The New York Knicks. Hey, the New York Knicks, the Knickerbockers. Why doesn't anybody call them that? I think that's a better name. I would love it if they just went by Knickerbockers, which was the original. So, they took a guy by the name of Obi Toppin. First name is Obi, O-B-I. Last name Toppin, T-O-P-P-I-N. Obi Toppin, right? For the New York Knicks. I don't know where we're coming up with these names, man. Like, what is going on? How the... Obi Toppin? Whatever. That was a good pick for the Knicks. But they'll screw him up somehow. Give it a couple months. Next. Denny Avdija. Whoa. Dude, I don't know. I almost stopped here because it's like, come on. First name is D-E-N-I. So it's like they were trying to name the guy Dennis, but like D-E-N-I. Stop. What do you mean stop? Just stop it right there. We're cool. Denny. So it's Denny, and then it's A-V-D-I-J-A something O. Avdija. Denny Avdija. Forget it. I don't even care. How about that one? I don't care. If you're gonna make if your name's gonna be this difficult, we gotta draw the line as people that are doing podcasts and doing sports. If your name is gonna be that ridiculous, we gotta nickname you from now on. Cause if I don't care. People want to say, yeah, equal rights, this, that, the other. Bring back styrofoam cups and change your goddamn names so that we can pronounce them without having to study on how to pronounce them for 30 minutes before every frigging game, okay? Number 10. Here's a shocker. And when I mean shocker, I mean this was a shocker for me. Number 10. The Phoenix Suns. Have you seen their new jerseys? The Sun City jerseys, the black ones? The ugliest jerseys and uniforms I've ever seen put on a basketball team in my entire life. They should just put the Bondsman advertisement that the Bad News Bears had on their jerseys on the back, because it's just a train wreck, right? The Suns jersey is a train wreck. But on top of that, they selected Jalen Smith. Now, I preferred when they drafted Jalen Smith last year, but they called him DeAndre Ayton. Like, I preferred Jalen Smith when he got drafted last year by that same team, when his name was DeAndre Ayton. Which means, if you're reading through any of my sarcasm, it's like you go out and buy the same exact car. Or I don't know, you go out and you buy 2 left shoes. Like, you had him. Why do you need this guy? You got this guy. What, are you going to have 2 of them? They're not going to coexist. This ain't the Twin Towers. You think? Okay, moving on from that, because that's really aggravating. I think that's a dumb move. I think that's a dumb move. I think, you take the best player available, you give me all that bull crap. You don't take a guy that's identical to the first round pick you paid last year for. It's stupid. It's like taking 2 quarterbacks. Okay, moving on. It's Devin Vassell for the Spurs. Like the pick. I'll get into it more in the NBA breakdown. I'm cool with that. Here's a fun one that went to the Kings at number 12. Tyrese Halliburton. Let me explain something to you. If you know anything about history and know who Halliburton is, the company Halliburton, and what they've done, it's hilarious that his first name is Tyrese Halliburton. Because, let's all be honest, Tyrese, it doesn't conjure up like some blonde, blue-eyed guy in a suit that's going to just pour toxic waste in the ocean and screw over the environment and then make him a bunch of money and go home to his wife who's bombed on a box of wine and Xanax. right? Tyrese does not sound like that guy, but Halliburton is that guy. So name-wise, Tyrese Halliburton is an oxymoron. Let's move on to number 13. The Pelicans. They took Kira Lewis Jr. And what's funny to me is, of course he's a junior. Of course there's another Kira. K-I-R-A. But of course there is. Next, to the Celtics. Here's another one that's not a shocker at all. So you've heard all these names, right? You're hearing all these crazy different names, exotic names spelled funny. You can just tell by the name, right? You kind of can conjure up a picture of a person just when you hear that name. For the record, I've used conjure twice. Pay me after. So, the Celtics took Aaron Nesmith. Right? The Celtics took a white guy named Aaron Nesmith. That's what you think immediately. Hell, Mike Nesmith was a monkey. Maybe Aaron's one of the relatives. Maybe they drafted somebody that's related to the Monkeys, which is not a bad group. Really wasn't a bad group at all. But perfect Celtic player name. Next, to the Magic went Cole Anthony. Like Cole Anthony. I like Cole Anthony. I like Cole Anthony. Don't like the Magic. Magic will ruin him somehow. Next, to the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart. Anytime somebody named Isaiah gets drafted to the Pistons, you think, okay, that's a great name. And then you think, what a whiny bitch Isaiah Thomas really was. He really was. Moving on next. Pick 17 to the Thunder. Wish me luck on this one. It is Alexej, Aleksej, Alexej, I guess. Last name is Pokusevski. Pokusevski. Maybe there's an O. I have no idea. It could be a U. Pokusevski. Alexej. You know what? Again, just call him Alex Poe. Ali Poe. Hey, did you see Ali Poe from the Thunder last night? No, what happened? Oh, he had 20 points. Man, I love Ali Poe. Let's just do that. Number 18, Josh Green. Love it. Love it. Josh Green, right? It reminds me of the fact that, what was the trade? The Sixers sent, like a week or two ago, the Sixers sent Al Horford and 2 draft picks to the Thunder for Danny Green. So I guess Greens are in, you know what I mean? And on top of that, who would take Al Horford on? I saw Al Horford play a couple years back for the Celtics, and I was literally courtside. No lie, I'll put up photos. Me and Junior were courtside. We actually get to go back through the tunnel and eat in that little restaurant where all, like, you know, the high rollers with the Celtics eat. And there I am in my James Worthy jersey, and sit there with Junior at the table, and all of a sudden I get an older gentleman comes up, and he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he says, James Worthy, he was really good. I'm like, he was one of the best. And then he got his hand, and he tapped it on the table, and he went, but this is where it's at now. It was the owner of the Celtics, and the diamond ring was like yay big. And when I say it was like impressive, I ain't lying. Like, that's a ring. Now, that's a ring to wear. Like, I see a lot of guys, they do that, like, the Johnny Depp thing where they'll overly put rings on, and you think to yourself, nah, come on, man, how do you operate with rings as a guy? As a guy, how do you do stuff with rings? You know what I mean? But, however, if it's a ring like that, dude, I would, kidding me? I'd probably wear it on my index finger, just so I could wag it at people and show people that the goddamn diamonds. All right, I threw myself off there, but I'll get back on. So it's spelled L-E-L-E. The last name's spelled P-O-K. Forget it. Ali Poe. Josh Green to Dallas. Next, the Pistons went back and took Saddiq Bey. Where you going on spring break? Saturday Bay. Yeah? What's going on down there? Oh, not much. Me and Ali Poe, we're going to go fishing. We're going to try to pick up some babes. For real? Yeah. We're going to take LaMelo Ball with us, too. Oh, don't take LaMelo. Why? He'll rat on you like D'Angelo. Okay, word. Moving on. Number 20. The last name is spelled Achiuwa. It's like Achua, right? First name, though, is Precious. Precious Achua, whatever it is. Now look, to all the moms out there that are pregnant. First of all, I'll be upfront with you. You pregnant people are very difficult people. You're just difficult to deal with. You got a lot of demands. You're not really happy. You think the world revolves around you and your belly. And you get so caught up in yourself and this thing growing in your stomach that you name it Precious. It's not a girl. No. It's a guy that's going to go on to play sports. And you named him Precious. Shame on you. Next, number 21, Tyrese Mary? Dude, I don't know. Tyrese went to the Sixers. That's actually another good pickup for the Sixers. The Sixers are really good at drafting young talent and not doing anything with them. They're really good at it, man. They will keep drafting guys and do nothing with them. For real. They'll take a guy and just change his shot and ruin him. They'll do things. You know all about them. Moving on. At 22, we only have 4 more left. 22 is Zeke Agila. There's like 2 N's, an A, a J, an L. It's just Zeke. Dude, just put Zeke on the back. You're just Zeke. You can't start your last name off with 2 N's. Because technically one of them's got to be silent, right? Either way, is the same thing if it's 1 N and 2. 1 N is 2 N is What's the difference? Why is it 2? Forget about it. Number 23, Leandro Bolmaro to the T-Wolves. Leandro Bolmaro to the T-Wolves. That's a great Irish name. There's sarcasm there, but probably you didn't catch it. Again, another good youthful pick for the T-Wolves, and I'm sure Leandro will be taken under their wings and shown how to be an NBA bust in no time at all. Last 2, the Nuggets of R.J. Hampton. I had nothing to say about R.J. I hope he works out, but other than that, yeah, whatever. And finally, at 25, the Knicks took Emmanuel Quickley. And I like this name for the Knicks. This kid and this name makes a lot of sense for the Knicks. Because it's like, how long will it take for their 25th pick overall to suck and become a non-basketball player and be out of the goddamn league? Emmanuel Quickley. That's the dude. So, with that said, we will be doing a Wednesday night show. I believe it'll be 7 to 8 o'clock. It might even go longer. It's going to be one of our company party type shows. So we're going to talk about the upcoming Thursday games. We'll talk about the upcoming Sunday games. We might talk about different sports altogether. We're going to have a good time this Wednesday night. It's going to be a Wednesday night type party here at Legit Fantasy Sports. But coming forward in the future, we will be covering basketball. You'll have your basketball show. I'm not going to name hosts yet. You're going to have a wrestling show. We're going to be doing at least once a week, to twice a week, pro wrestling, AEW, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, New Japan, Impact, TNA, WCW. Now I'm just making them up. Gonna cover them all though. Got you covered. Boxing, I've read your emails. I've got your tweets. We will cover boxing. No one covers boxing enough. Boxing is a great sport. It's a sweet science. We're also going to be covering MMA. You guys want to hear about it. I want to talk about it. I want to hear you talk about it. I'm interested in it. I love MMA. I love the idea of being in a cage with another guy and that's it. Right? Also, we got the Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson fight coming up. That's going to be a great one to cover. And I'll give you a little tidbit right here if you want to head to Vegas. Tyson's got about one round. He's got about one round to get this done. Because if he doesn't get it done within one round, then Roy Jones Jr., who is 900 times a better boxer than Mike Tyson. Now, when I say boxer, again, I just mean boxing. I don't mean knocking people out or a fighter in general. Boxing. He's light years and will always be light years ahead of Mike Tyson in boxing. So, Tyson doesn't get to him early, within the first round, it's Roy Jones, period. He will pepper up Tyson's face. I don't have any cooks to make an analogy with pepper, so I'm going to leave it at that. But it's just going to happen. So we will be covering all these sports. What I need from you guys is this. It's simple. I need your help. Yeah, you, especially the people sitting in their underwear right now, no shirt, looking like a slob, watching this. I'm stuck here at the mall. I came to the mall just for you guys, right? These people haven't moved the whole time. That's how, important this show is. They look mesmerized. We will be bringing up a schedule. I wish we could do an old school TV guide, like back in the day. You get the Sunday paper. In the back of the Sunday paper, what was there? The TV guide guy. Flip through, see what the shows are. You could actually see a little written paragraph where they would tell you what the show is about. And then in the back, there was a crossword puzzle. You could not beat that TV guide. So, we will be bringing you some sort of TV guide to help you through, let you know when the shows are on and what we're going to do. Also, we might be combining with some other sites to bring you more content. We will be your one-stop shop for all sports info. You have any questions on betting any sport at all other than racing a car, soccer, and swimming. I don't want to hear about those three. Don't want to hear about them. Anything else? I will find you the guy who is the expert in that, and I will get you the answer. So go to our site, legitfantasysports.com or legitfantasyfootball.com. Same thing. Look around, check out all our videos, check out all our blog talk, live call-in shows, check in all of our YouTube shows, the live ones we do, the ones that are pre-taped. Just check out all our content. Any questions? Go to the bottom. Send me an email. I will send you back the winner. Some sites charge $9.95 a month to be a part of their site so that they can help you at gambling. We give you better percentage of winners for free. I'm the guy who gave you 3, maybe 4 games where I said they're going to win outright. I had a 5-team parlay of 5 underdogs winning outright. I lost 1 game out of the 5. Now, if you were smart, you didn't parlay all 5 teams. You put money on each game individually. And if you did that, and you put money on all 5 games, if you lose 1, but win 4, guess who just made you a ton of money this weekend? This guy right here again. So what are we doing? Making you money. What will we continue to do? Hopefully have a fun time, make you laugh, and make you money. Please like, subscribe, send me a comment, put anything in the comment section. It helps. Check us out on all our channels. Shoot me a tweet. I hate that word. I have to time with it. On Twitter, hit me up on Instagram. Just go to our site, legitfantasysports.com. We're going to be here for a long, long, long time. And when this winter hits and people lock down and there's going to be issues and people are going to be nervous and everyone's going to be worried, we got you covered. We will be your escape. Come talk to us. We'll talk sports. We'll take your mind off things. Like I said, if you've got questions, send them. We'll answer them. We're that type of site. We will get back to you. So, this is me, Mike Lepre, King Mike L, for my daily show. Yeah. Here on a Monday / Tuesday. Because it should have been on a Monday, but it came on Tuesday. Give me a break. November 24th, 2020. I will talk to you tomorrow night from 7 to 8. And then after that, it's Thanksgiving and Black Friday. And I don't know what we're going to do for Black Friday. But I'm going to do something, and I'm keeping it a secret. King Mike L, Legit Fantasy Sports. I want to thank everybody for listening. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much. Thank you.